First free pass issued by the pitcher, Jordan Hudson, tonight. They go along with 3 strikeouts. See if we can get some 2-out lightning here with the new catcher for the Eagles this year, Luke Hanna.
Here is Luke Hanna. 2 outs, 1 on, 2-0 in the top of the second. That walk to Bice was the first time in 4 batters that Hudson hadn't retired an Eagle. Hanna takes above the letters, and it's 2-0. 2-out magic is a thing, especially in high school baseball. Hudson was cruising in the first part of this inning. Had a couple chances to get Bice out, missed on a few fastballs, and now Hanna is ahead 3-0.
Sorry about the audio trouble getting this first game, getting everything linked up right. Hopefully we got everything right now.
Appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yes. Opening days are always fun.
3-0, 4-pitch walk.
There we go. So this all started with 2 outs.
Next batter, number 6, the left fielder.
Brings up Christopher Boogie Smith, who has batted anywhere from, a lot of times in a lot of coaches like to use another leadoff man in that 9-hole. He's batted night a couple of times. He batted leadoff in our last game against Powdersville, but he's up in a big moment here for the Eagles.
Yeah, it's kind of the new age of baseball lineups to have a de facto leadoff in the 9 spot. Jason Burke at Lander did it for many years with Matthew Burgess.
Right.
He had a .330 hitter batting 9th.
Yeah.
Just to flip the lineup card over.
Exactly. Gives you 2 leadoff guys.
Yeah, Chris Smith. First pitch he sees on the inside, has to brush him back. 2 outs in the second inning. Lawrence ahead by 2 runs. Greenwood have 2 base runners on. Pitch to Smith. Foul tipped into the mid of Edwards, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Christopher been swinging a good bat. Of course, his sister Katie plays softball for Francis Marion.
Yeah,
Very
FAU
good.
Patriots.
Very good ball player.
Yep.
Hits a big bat.
2 balls and a strike. That was below his knees. They got Ryan Sono on deck. He's licking his chops.
I would love for him to get the opportunity.
2-1 fouled away, 2-2. Hudson a strike away from tiptoeing danger and getting out of the inning.
Both pitchers up in their pitch counts. This will be the 44th pitch of the evening for Hudson.
2-2 outside will do it again. Another full count for Hudson. The last time he had a full count, it was to Bice. He walked him, then gave up a 4-pitch walk on the next AB.
Love to see the Eagles get the bases loaded right here and get a chance to get some back.
2-0 Lawrence. We're in the top of the second inning. Eagles have 2 base runners on, first and second. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Hudson with the punchy, able to get the Eagles scoreless in the inning. So Greenwood showed some danger, but did not score a run, as it is Lawrence ahead 2-0. They'll come to the plate again in the home half of the second. When we come back, you're watching Greenwood Eagle Baseball.
Welcome to Superior Roofing, your one-stop shop for all your roofing needs. We've been in business for over 17 years and proudly serving the Lakelands and surrounding areas with top-notch roofing services. From small repairs to full roof replacements, we can help you get the job done right. Our team of experienced and certified roofers are committed to providing you with quality workmanship, excellent customer service, and competitive rates. Our work is fully insured and guaranteed. We offer free estimates and military and senior discounts. Give us a call today at 864-223-9232. Superior Roofing. Go with the best or leak like the rest. Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services. From sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards, Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
Welcome back to Lawrence, South Carolina. Graham Simpson, Jim Still, J.R. Stone with you here in the press box of Ed Prescott Field. Greenwood trailing 2-0. Luke Godwin back on the mound. Gave up 2 in the first, mostly because of some throwing errors on pickoff moves.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Right now, the biggest difference in this ball game is those throwing errors you mentioned, and Greenwood needs to settle down. Luke needs to have a strong inning here in the second to keep this ball game close.
Hunter Neighbors at the plate. First pitch he sees is a called strike from Godwin.
8-9 and back to the top of the lineup for the Raiders. So let's see if we can get these first 2 outs.
0-2. 2 quick strikes off the hand of Luke Godwin. He's pounded his own early, just like Hudson. Oh, and that hit him in the helmet. Neighbors is down. It looked like it got the bill of the helmet, and he somehow gets up and jogs his way to first base. That was a scary play. But a hit by pitch from Godwin, that's his second of the game. And Neighbors fortunate to be wearing that lid.
Very fortunate. Just kind of caught the brim there, the helmet, as you mentioned, but another free pass on an 0-2 ball, and that's just something that's not winning baseball. We can't do that if we expect to compete against the likes of Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean, we cannot let free passes go in, especially 0-2 when you leave one hanging outside trying to break it off. I mean, it's just a free pass. Can't do it.
Brown shows bunt, pulls back a called strike from Godwin. It's 0-1. Nobody out in the inning, bottom of the second. 1 runner on for the Lawrence Raiders. It's Neighbors after being hit by a pitch. Lawrence leading 2-0. Godwin a fake throw over. Trying to keep Neighbors at bay at first. Brown at the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. Throw down to second from Hanna. Into the glove of Murray, not in time to beat the speedy Neighbors. The second baseman goes to second base and gets a stolen bag for the Raiders.
Almost obstruction right there. 11 kind of stood over the plate, kind of definitely come out of the box in front of Luke. It was questionable there, but.
Yeah, it was Brown who had a drawn-out backswing. Might have interfered with Hanna on his throw down to second. Brown's down 0-2. Godwin. Fastball in towards the knuckles, fouled away.
And nothing against Luke Hanna as he's cutting his teeth. First year as a varsity starter behind the dish, but teams know that, and they scout that, and they're going to be running, and we have to show the ability to control the running game.
We'll do the 0-2 again. Off speed, swing and a miss. He fooled him. First out of the inning.
That's that pitch he wanted back from that first at bat. That's the same pitch he wants.
Yeah, that looked to be one of the better curveballs of the evening from Luke Hanna. They back to the top of the lineup. And really, he navigated the lineup the first time through, only gave up 1 hit. It was the errors and walks that hurt us.
Yeah, he faced 4 batters before he gave up a hit. Eagles were down 2-0 by the time he gave up a hit.
Now you got to deal with some pretty good batters in Willis, Pulley, and Edwards.
Yep, Willis, the leadoff man, back to the plate. Struck out looking to lead off the game. Fouls that one off, and it's a ball and a strike. 1 out, 1 runner on. Neighbors at second.
Is it just me, or does it appear a little dark here tonight?
Yeah, I don't think all the lights in the outfield are working, especially out in right field.
Oh, we do have. Well, no, that's the football.
That's the football lights.
Foul tipped into the mid of Hanna. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Willis 0 for 1. Godwin trying to make that 0 for 2. Raiders do have a runner in scoring position. From the stretch. Another foul ball. That went off the gear of Hanna. Ball and 2 strikes. Greenwood trailed 2-0. It's Ben Willis, the shortstop at the plate. Now 2-2. Godwin's had some struggles with 2 strikes on the mound.
I'd love to see him get on top. He's on the side of that curveball. I'd love to see him go on top 12-6 and really rip it.
See if he can get Willis chasing the dirt.
Yeah. Live in the dirt, 0-2. You got to trust your catcher. Big part of this game. Relationship with that catcher and that pitcher. No trust in that pitch, 0-2. You got to be able to go in the dirt and make them chase.
Swing and a
Good
miss.
pitch.
Inside fastball.
Yes, and that's what effective pitching does. You have to control the inner part of the plate. Can't be afraid to pitch inside there. And that was a great location. Big strikeout. 2 outs now. Runner still in scoring position.
Zay Pooley was hit by a pitch, and that is what started the onslaught of the first inning for 2 runs. 2 away, a runner on for Lawrence. They lead 2-0. Inside on Pooley.
I like it, though. The willingness to go inside there to establish that part of the plate is imperative.
Pooley, the center fielder, scored the game's first run. Throw back to second into center field. That is 3 throwing errors on a pickoff attempt from Godwin.
You know, I've seen Luke play a lot of baseball, and he's just a kid who can get really amped up. And I don't know if I've seen him commit 3 throwing errors in the game. But
He's hit 3 kids and 3 throwing errors. So, yeah,
Yep.
he's amped up.
Yep, he's
settled in. Let's get
That's
back to
right.
work. We're only
Just-
down 2.
just be you.
Do not want to face Edwards, who's on deck. Runner 90 feet away, 2 outs. Here's the 1-0. Glove side miss. Good job from Luke Hanna to stop that.
Luke Hannah's getting some baptism by fire tonight.
Yeah, he is.
I'm with you, Jim. It is awfully dark here playing this game.
Up the middle, Matt Murray cannot get it with a dive, goes under him. Neighbors scores. It's 3-0 Raiders on the RBI from Zay Pooley.
Big 2-out hit for the Raiders, and that's what good teams do. They find a way and
Number 12, Bennett
brings up
Edwards.
the future Georgia Southern Eagle, Bennett Edwards.
He'll be part of the Burrow Boys next year
Yeah,
in the Fun Belt.
2 years. He's
In
just
2
a
years.
junior.
Yeah, that's right.
he's
2
saying-
years. We all love the Fun Belt.
Yeah, the Fun Belt. They can put up some. You see Texas State?
Yeah.
and give Texas all they was it
They
Texas?
won. Yeah, they
Yeah.
won at I believe it was the Astros field.
That's right. This time of the year, a lot of college tournaments are taking place at
Yeah,
Major League Baseball
Minute Maid Park.
venues. Yep, it's fun.
Coastal's always going to be amongst one of the best teams in the conference.
Yep. Coastal's off to a great start. Duke went down there and played well opening weekend of the season. Beat Coastal.
And our man TJ Aiken at ODU.
Yeah,
He's in the Fun Belt.
he is in the Fun Belt.
Two balls and a strike, 2 outs to Edwards.
This game already appears to be a bullpen game as both pitchers are getting up in the pitch count early in this ball game.
Good block from Hanna on a pitch in the dirt. 3 balls now to Edwards. Got to be very careful about what you put in the zone. You mentioned he had 2 home runs in the opening game of their preseason tournament.
Yeah, you don't want to play around this kid, but next guy in the lineup is pretty solid too. That ball's stroke.
Into right field, Punkin Chamberlain able to run it down, and that'll conclude the inning. Only 1 scores from Lawrence. They lead 3-0. We'll head to the 3rd inning. Eagles coming to the plate in the top half when we come back. You're watching Greenwood Eagle Baseball.
Whether you're athletic or not, the Joint Chiropractor can help you with relief, recovery, and wellness. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist. All of this affects your spinal alignment and ultimately your wellness. So whether you're an athlete or not, the Joint Chiropractor of Greenwood can help ease your pain and keep you at peak performance. Come visit us today and get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. You'll love how you feel. We're the Joint Chiropractor. Find us in the shops at Publix Pavilion on Highway 72 Bypass in Greenwood.
Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
Back at Ed Prescott Field, where the Greenwood Eagles trail the Lawrence Raiders by a score of 3-0 as we head to the top of the third. Time to pay some bills. We like to think American Legion Post 20 baseball. They are back at it this summer. Tryouts begin in mid-May, and you can catch all of the action at Legion Stadium here in Greenwood. For more information, contact the man, Ty Vines, at 864-407-8876. Also, don't strike out. Jumpstart into your career at the Premier Life Skills School in Greenwood County. That would be the G. Frank Russell Technology Center, where your future awaits you today.
Eagles trail by 3 runs, 3-0. We'll head to the top of the third, and the top of the lineup is to the plate. Start off with Ryan Stone. He had a base hit, but was caught stealing a couple pitches later. Facing Hudson for the second time. The lefty fires, and it's below the knees of Stone for ball 1. Stone put one on the right side of the infield. It was a backhand stop by Neighbors, but he couldn't get the exchange to first in time. Swing and a miss from Stone. It's a ball and a strike.
I think this is an important inning for Greenwood. They really need to show the ability to scratch here, down 3, and maybe get in Mr. Hudson's head, who has really controlled the Eagles lineup so far.
We got to swing at good pitches. Ryan just chased right there, 1-1, and we got to swing at good pitches.
They chase at 1-1. Didn't get a favorable call there. Now it's 1-2. Hudson fires on the ground right side again to Neighbors. Good exchange this time. Flips it to first for the first out of the inning.
Now stepping to the plate, the shortstop, number 7,
Matt Murray had a base hit, was stranded at first in the top half of the first inning. Back to the plate again in the third. Lawrence lead 3-0. 1 out, nobody on for Murray. Takes an off speed off the plate. Hudson thought it looked good.
He didn't miss by much, that's for sure.
Murray a big hack and a miss.
Matt swinging the stick with a lot of confidence now.
He's great on the pull side. Saw that earlier in this game with his hit. He's 1 for 1. Tried it again there and miss. Now 1-2 after 2 whiffs. Hudson starting to get in that rhythm again.
2 big swings right there from Murray. We need to step in there, shorten up, kind of slap this thing around, try to get on base.
2-strike approach. Way upstairs from Hudson. And again, we've seen both pitchers not have their best stuff with 2 strikes. And it's really raised both of their pitch counts. Hudson's been in 3 or 4 full counts now for the Raiders. He's had some good luck with them. Here's the 2-2. That is a foul ball up the line at first.
Graham made a great point, I think, other than the throwing errors. But, yeah, they're winning the 3-2 counts, and we're losing them early in this ball game.
It's been a lot of free passes for the Eagles, not so much for the Raiders. That is lifted into left center field, and it is a diving catch made by Madden. That'll rob a hit away from Matt Murray.
All right, I know I'm getting old. I can't see, but the lighting in the outfield, that was a great catch.
It's dark here.
Really good catch.
It does look dark here.
I think it fooled him. The ball wasn't far enough from him to be diving like that. I think it fooled him, and then he had to get there quickly.
Great play, nevertheless, by that young man, Avery. Was it Madden?
Yep, Avery Madden in there in left field. Luke Godwin takes a strike. Nobody on base. 2 outs. 3-0 Lawrence. Here's the 0-1. 1-1.
Matt struck out in the first inning.
He struck out looking, part of a pair of strikeouts Hudson had in the first. Drops in a curveball, and it's 1-2. Godwin trying to get the runs back himself. Would be big for him to get on base here. He doesn't want to go to the mound this early. Giving up 2 in the first, 1 in the second. You put up another 0 on the offensive side, then you have to go right back to the mound.
And this is a potent Lawrence Raider offense, too. They're not just going to set on 3. They'll continue to score runs. So that's why I think it's just imperative that Greenwood gets something here.
Would be a bad spot to go down 1-2-3. Here's the 3-2. Fouled away. Godwin doing a good job battling. Saw some pitches on the outside he didn't like. We'll do the 3-2 again. Nobody on base, 2 outs. Downstairs, ball 4. Godwin takes a walk. A great AB from the pitcher tonight.
That's going to bring the designated hitter, number 14, Rhett Brown, to the plate.
Yep, pass the bat to the next person in line, and let's see if we can get something going as Greenwood goes with the pinch runner.
It'll be Caleb Burton, who will come down to first for Godwin, the pitcher. Here's Rhett Brown, the DH, batting with 1 on, 2 away. First pitch swinging, pops it up into left. Shallow left field. It's the shortstop Willis who calls everybody off in the outfield grass, able to make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Eagles put 1 base runner on, leave them stranded. They trail by 3 runs here in Lawrence. The Raiders coming to the plate for the bottom of the 3rd. When we come back, you're watching Greenwood Eagle baseball.
Welcome to Superior Roofing, your one-stop shop for all your roofing needs. We've been in business for over 17 years and proudly serving the Lakelands and surrounding areas with top-notch roofing services. From small repairs to full roof replacements, we can help you get the job done right. Our team of experienced and certified roofers are committed to providing you with quality workmanship, excellent customer service, and competitive rates. Our work is fully insured and guaranteed. We offer free estimates and military and senior discounts. Give us a call today at 864-223-9232. Superior Roofing. Go with the best or leak like the rest. When your community and country needs you, will you answer the call? Like you, we are proud members of the communities we call home. You may not know it, but we are your coworkers, friends, and fellow students. We are you, but when the call comes, we answer. If there's one thing we know, that it's as a team, there's nothing we can't achieve. With many career opportunities available, you can get an education in a field that is important to you, with unlimited opportunities to serve your country and serve in your hometown. To learn more about the South Carolina Army National Guard, call Tyler Platt at 803-667-1212.
Greenwood Eagles trailing by 3 runs here on the road to Lawrence. 4, 5, and 6 due up in the Lawrence Raiders for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Graham Simpson, Jim Still, J.R. Stone alongside with you on YouTube. First pitch is a ball from Luke Godwin, now entering his 3rd inning of work. You mentioned that pitch count has been up for him, Jim.
Yeah, let's get in and out here in the 3rd. Go get some runs. But, yeah, laboring a little bit on the mound early. But I've seen Luke get settled in and pitch very efficiently.
It's a great point, Jim. There's been multiple games I've seen Godwin come out and kind of be flustered in the 1st and 2nd. And all of a sudden, him catch that smooth feeling and him just sail all through the game.
This Greenwood team playoff bound. So is the Raiders. And JR, we talked before the game. When you play a good team, the mistakes come back to bite you. And this is exactly what's happened to the Eagles for the first 2 innings. And you have a leadoff walk to start the 3rd.
Yeah, those little things bite you in the tail. You got to throw strikes.
Mound visit for Luke Godwin. Mound visit brought to you by the coach's chair.
The coach's chair. Go ahead.
Love college football and baseball. I know I do.
That's
I've
right.
been on the coach's chair. You can go back and listen to that. Stay caught up on all things happening in the SEC and ACC, the most listened to sports podcast in the Lakelands. Join the coach and pull up chair on the coach's chair. Where can you find the coach's chair?
You can find it on Spotify and Podbean at the moment. Yes.
How about that? I have the Podbean app. Do you?
I do have the app.
Keep the Podbean app on me. How about you, JR?
Yeah,
You got to.
keep
If
it going.
you're a Greenwood Eagle
Yeah.
fan, I'm not sure what you're doing without the Podbean
Yeah,
app.
you need
That's
it.
right. You need it.
And with that call to the bullpen, it's Caden Poor. We thought we might see him today, not in the third inning, but it is going to be Caden Poor, the first one out the bullpen. And this is a good chance to get a fresh start for the Eagles, get a new firing pitcher up there on the mound, see if Lawrence can react the same way they did to start the game.
Yeah, early in the year, you don't want to extend the night on a young arm like Luke Godwin's, but that will shut the door on him. He went 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, but he was responsible for those throwing errors early in the game.
How many pitches did Luke have?
He ended up throwing 57 pitches. 29 of those were strikes. He's faced all 13 batters up to this point, but he did hit 2 batters.
3 runs, all of them earned?
All of them earned.
Caden Poor's been battling the abscess tooth.
Uh-oh.
Had a little unfortunate thing.
I'm
with his
sorry.
tooth.
One of those was an earned run.
It was, so he had 2
2 unearned.
unearned, but because of a pitcher's throwing error.
Right.
Don't you love the stats in baseball?
That's right.
Caden Poor got some fresh bullets on the mound for the Eagles, finishing up his warm-up pitches.
Caden's just a cool hand Luke out there, man. He's just a kid that has a pretty calm demeanor, and he can mix in a nice all-speed repertoire of pitches. And when he's good, he can be really good, JR.
He's effective when guys are on the base. He's got a good slide step. He's quick to the pitch. He throws a variation of the same pitch as a cutter, and it's a beautiful pitch when he gets it working.
Coker's at first after the walk from Godwin. New pitcher on the mound, it's Goss. The new batter on the plate is Goss. New pitcher on the mound is Poor. First pitch he sees, a strike on the inside. Again, 3-0 Lawrence. Bottom of the third. Nobody out, 1 runner on. It's Coker who's at first. The DH at the plate. The righty Poor fires in the off speed. It's fouled away on a check swing from Goss.
Good job getting ahead in the count with the runner on base. That's never easy.
Throw variation off speed, might get weak contact. The double play is in order. Great backhand from Hannah. He'll snap it down to first. But back in there safely was Coker.
His instincts were correct. He needed to fire that ball immediately.
Yeah.
That guy was out.
But when he didn't, he probably should have held on to it.
Exactly. That's how you throw it in the right field.
1-2. Popped up. It'll go over the screen. Lands right of the press box.
They could hit JR's car back there.
Mine is way back there near that dumpster behind Greg Poor's brand new Chevrolet.
As long as it didn't hit the Jeep, we're good.
1-2. Below the knees, and it's 2-2. Eagles searching for their first out in the bottom of the third. 1 runner on for Lawrence. It's Coleman Coker who had a leadoff walk, and then the Eagles exchanged pitchers. A swinging bunt goes down the line. Poor doing some PFP practice and gets the runner at first. Moving up to second base was Coker.
Nice job. One thing about this field, it's hard to tell as you watch. Different infields play different speeds, and this is a thicker infield that tends to kill the ball and makes the ball play a little slower. And I was trying to get Caden to that ball a little quicker.
Yeah.
But nice play.
Avery Madden, the left fielder who made a great play to rob Matt Murray of a hit in the last half inning. He's at the plate. Off speed off the plate from Caden Poor. Runner in scoring position for the Raiders. That's Coker, who's at second. 1 out in the inning. 3-0 is the Lawrence lead. Bottom of the third as night has fallen here at Ed Prescott Field. I would say the lights are bright, but
they're not.
they're not that bright.
You would be lying.
Yeah.
But, they've done a lot of work on Ed Prescott Field. It looks nice. It's just, I don't know what's going on with the lighting tonight. Maybe sometimes they have the football stadium lights on. That might be it.
Into right field. Pumpkin Chamberlain was playing shallow, able to make the catch. They're going to double him up. Taking off from second was Coker on the line drive. He thought no way Chamberlain was going to make the catch. He did so easily. And a double play for the Eagles. We'll have a scoreless half inning for the Raiders for the first time all game. We'll head to the fourth. And the Eagles need to score some runs. You're watching Greenwood Baseball on YouTube.
Whether you're athletic or not, the Joint Chiropractor can help you with relief, recovery, and wellness. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist. All of this affects your spinal alignment and ultimately your wellness. So whether you're an athlete or not, the Joint Chiropractor of Greenwood can help ease your pain and keep you at peak performance. Come visit us today and get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. You'll love how you feel. We're the Joint Chiropractor. Find us in the shops at Publix Pavilion on Highway 72 Bypass in Greenwood.
Fourth inning, Jaden Adams, the center fielder, to lead things off for the Eagles. And here to tell you about it is Jim Still.
Hey, before I do that, why don't you tell us about one of our partners?
The Serinda Cobras say go Eagles. Find some Serinda Cobra shows. They're going on in their website. You can check that out, serindacobrabrand.com.
First pitch of the top of the fourth, foul back by Jaden Adams, who's 0 for 1 tonight, struck out his last plate appearance. Here in the top of the fourth, it will be 5, 6, and 7 for the Eagles as they are chasing 3 runs against this tough left arm of Jordan Hudson tonight.
Got great movement on his fastball. It just kind of floats in and out.
Jaden finds himself in an 0-2 count. Pitch is fouled away. Jaden saw himself batting some leadoff for the Eagles early. Young man played some football for the Greenwood Eagles this year. Did a really nice job for Greenwood.
Kick returner.
This one smacked into center field, but right at Pulley for the line out. The first out here in the fourth. Greenwood needs some hits, guys. We've got 2 hits to start the ball game way back in the top of the first, but since then it's been nada.
Yeah, it's been good defense from Lawrence, and they've done well in their full counts, especially Hudson is a very jittery pitcher on the mound.
Chamberlain steps in on the right side. First pitch to him, clips the outside corner for strike 1. Marnarian, we were talking during the break, has really done a nice job defensively for the Eagles this season.
Yes, he has.
Big lefty fires upstairs, evens the count at 1-1.
Hudson's a better pitcher from the wind than he is the stretch for sure, but he's gotten some luck when he's got runners on base. Time for Greenwood to try and change the tide of the game.
It's a good point. He does move through the wind up a whole lot better than he sets that on the stretch.
If you look at his feet, they're constantly moving back and forth.
Chamberlain down 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Nasty curveball. All he could do was watch it, and that was not too kind from Mr. Hudson.
And from the stretch, he tunnels his pitches way better. That curveball's a bit, not as deceptive from the stretch, but from the windup, he can move his feet. Looks just like his fastball, then drops down.
Outside fastball right here.
This strikeout of the night for Hudson as he faces Caden Poore, who came in as the second pitcher of the night for the Eagles in relief of Luke Godwin. He watches ball 1. This is popped up. It looks like it's going to stay in fair territory and making the play over there. I'm sorry, in foul territory. The first baseman. That is Owen Pridgeon. And just like that, the Eagles go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the fourth. We played 3.5 from Ed Prescott. Score remains Lawrence 3, Greenwood 0.
Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
Whether you're athletic or not, the Joint Chiropractor can help you with relief, recovery, and wellness. You bend, you reach, you lift, you twist. All of this affects your spinal alignment and ultimately your wellness. So whether you're an athlete or not, the Joint Chiropractor of Greenwood can help ease your pain and keep you at peak performance. Come visit us today and get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. You'll love how you feel. We're the Joint Chiropractor. Find us in the shops at Publix Pavilion on Highway 72 Bypass in Greenwood.
When your community and country needs you, will you answer the call like you?
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Carter Collision Center, located at 3901 US 25 in Hodges. Stop by for a free quote today or call 864-374-7848. It's your choice. Choose smarter. Call Carter. 3-0 Lawrence as they're coming to the plate again in the bottom of the fourth.
3-2-0 for the Raiders. 0-2-3 to 3 errors being the difference in the ball game at the moment, as the Eagles trying to keep this game close. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, sit here on a nice early March evening in Lawrence, South Carolina. The weather is cooperating.
It was 66 degrees and sunny at the time of first pitch. Now
We're
63.
down to 62.7.
Rounds up to 3.
Poor's first pitch here in the bottom of the fourth finds the zone for strike one. Owen Pridgeon at the plate takes strike two. So Poor coming in throwing strikes. Good to see.
Now this one needs to be in the dirt, right?
It wouldn't be across the plate. Well, or let's just strike him out.
It's a lot of the things I've seen the first 4 games. Once we've gotten ahead in pitches, we seem to want to paint the corners or throw, close to the middle, where I'm predominantly going to be in the dirt. 0-2, I'm going to be nowhere.
First strikeout of the game for Poor. Second one for Pridgeon as he's 0 for 2. Hunter Neighbors steps in on the left side.
Yeah, for Greenwood, you really wish you had a better showing at the plate in the last half inning. The defense created some momentum with the double play to end the third, and then you come back in the fourth with a 1-2-3.
Yeah, just can't give Lawrence free runs early. This was slapped over to left field, but having a nice read on that is Christopher Boogie Smith. He reels it in for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down as we are warp speeding our way through the fourth inning.
Right fielder, number 11, Jaira Brown.
We started 11 minutes late today because of the
20-minute pregame.
Yeah, the 20-minute pregame, the 100 wins ceremony for Coach Patterson.
I think I'm going to be dreaming about that tonight.
No, he deserves all that credit. He's done a fantastic job up here at Lawrence, and he's one of the good guys.
Yeah, definitely.
As Brown steps in that 9 hole, he watches ball 1 and 2. So Caden Poor has gotten behind on the last 2 hitters. He was fortunate to get Neighbors to fly out to left. See if he can battle back here. Upstairs with a fastball, 3-0 count. Waiting on deck is Ben Willis, who's 0 for 2 in the leadoff spot.
He also has 2 strikeouts.
He does. Here's the pitch. in there for a strike.
Love to see Caden come back. This 3-1 count. This 9-hole hitter.
We mentioned the pitching being a strength for the Eagles. As this one's popped up to center field, Jaden Adams is camped underneath it. He'll reel it in for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down for the Raiders in the bottom of the 4th. As we played 4 from Lawrence High School, Eagles still trail 3-0 to the Lawrence Raiders.
All your roofing needs. We've been in business for over 17 years and proudly serving the Lakelands and surrounding areas with top-notch roofing services. From small repairs to full roof replacements, we can help you get the job done right. Our team of experienced and certified roofers are committed to providing you with quality workmanship, excellent customer service, and competitive rates. Our work is fully insured and guaranteed. We offer free estimates and military and senior discounts. Give us a call today at 864-223-9232. Superior Roofing. Go with the best or leak like the rest. Welcome to Superior. When your community and country needs you, will you answer the call? Like you, we are proud members of the communities we call home. You may not know it, but we are your coworkers, friends, and fellow students. We are you, but when the call comes, we answer. If there's one thing we know, that it's as a team, there's nothing we can't achieve. With many career opportunities available, you can get an education in a field that is important to you, with unlimited opportunities to serve your country.
Back at Lawrence High School, where we are enjoying a nice evening of baseball. But don't forget, American Legion Post 20 baseball is back this summer. Tryouts begin in mid-May, and you can catch all the action at Legion Stadium. Contact Ty Vines at 407-8876. Here to take you the rest of the way is Graham Simpson.
Thank you. A swing and a miss from Luke Hanna. The Eagles down 3-0. We are in the 5th inning. They only have 2 hits. They both came in the 1st inning, and the Eagles had nothing to show for it. When you're not getting hits, that puts enormous amount of pressure on your pitching. And Caden Poore has come out the pen and shoved. He's given Greenwood a chance to stay in this game. It's still just a 3-run game, even though it seems like Lawrence has had the upper hand since we had our 20-minute pregame.
Yeah, I mean, other than, giving up the early runs in the 1st and 2nd, Greenwood pitching has really settled down. You mentioned Caden's done a fantastic job, and we just got to find a way to get base runners.
Here's the 1-2. Up the middle, a base hit to center field. Ask and you shall receive. Luke Hanna 1 for 1 with a walk tonight. And now we get the leadoff man aboard for the 2nd time all game.
Next batter.
Good piece of hit from Jaden. Jaden's a really good hitter. He'll warm up as the season goes along. Got off to a little bit of a slow start, but good to see him get a hit. He gets a pinch runner here.
He's reached base twice now as Hanna. It's Christopher Smith takes a strike on the outside from Hudson, who's getting a generous zone now as he's done for Shuddy. Trying to make it a 5th inning of work on the mound. Smith takes high and away. It's 1-1.
Bennett Erickson running for Luke Hanna. I'm sorry, I thought that was Jaden Adams a while ago. Let me correct myself. Really nice job by Luke.
Definitely.
Last time Smith came to the plate was in a very big spot. As he's ahead 2-1 here. Was a full count. Trying to flip the lineup card over. He ended up striking out. If he reached base, it would have loaded the bases. Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2. Would love to have 2 on with the top of the lineup to the plate.
Yes.
Against a depleted Hudson, who's now thrown a lot of pitches and only down by 3. 2-2, swing and a miss. Got him.
You got to wonder if you need to manufacture right there, try to get the ball down and get the guy over with no outs. Three-run game, we need to manufacture here in the middle of this game.
Well, that's the luxury of having a big lefty on the mound and then having the catcher in Bennett Edwards. You can control that running game, and Eagles don't need to panic. They came from behind it in their last game. Just keep the pressure applied and get a timely hit.
Eagles 0 for 1 on stolen bases in the game, and it was Stone who was caught stealing, who's at the plate now. 1 on, 1 out. Lawrence leading 3-0. Pitch is upstairs, and it's 2-0.
Ryan looking for a good pitch right here. Driving the gap.
Hudson from the stretch. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Stone swung out of his shoes. That backswing took him to the lefty's batter's box.
He didn't get cheated that time, did he? Hudson looking for a 7th strikeout.
Low and in. It's 3-1. 1 out, 1 runner on. Top of the 5th inning. Eagles trailing by 3. Trying to knock at the door. Send some pressure towards the Raiders' way. They've been smooth sailing.
Nice job. That's why you don't get aggressive there. Great piece of hitting there, or a really good plate appearance, I should say, by Ryan Stone, drawing the walk. Now you got him.
I mean, we got 2 of our better line. I'm sorry to cut you off. We got 2 of our faster runners out there in the heart of our lineup. But yeah, good point, Jim. Definitely.
Yeah, just get a man in scoring position. We haven't had a runner in scoring position all night. I believe that's our first guy.
Yep, that's
to
right.
make it to scoring position. So we get a little mound visit here from the Lawrence coach, and you got the teeth of the lineup up for the Eagles, and this is what you want.
You got Bennett Erickson at second base. At first, you got Ryan Stone, Matt Murray to the plate. Luke Godwin is on deck. 1 out in the inning, 2 on for the Eagles. Down 3 runs to nothing against Lawrence. Top of the 5th. This will be the 4th batter that Hudson has faced in the inning.
Matt's hit the ball hard twice tonight. He got robbed his last at bat.
That ball was hit harder than his base hit in the first.
Correct.
Swings and fouls the first pitch away.
And he arguably could be the hottest hitter in the Eagles lineup. So this is what you want. Just got to put it in play, make the defense defend.
And now Hudson's going through the order for the 3rd time. So great chance for Greenwood to try and sneak back into this game. 0-1 inside a called strike.
Wow.
That's a tough pitch.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch. There's no way he can hit that pitch.
It was almost underneath his elbows.
Yeah.
Hudson ahead 0-2 after the mound visit. The pitch, swing and a miss. Got him chasing on the outside.
Working inside out. He just crashed the inside corner. Then he worked Matt away, and just a really good pitching sequence there from Hudson to get a punch out. And now it's going to be on Mr. Rhett.
That right there was his biggest punch out of the night.
Yep.
That was his biggest. That was his best 3-pitch sequence of the night.
Good crowd has trickled in here. A lot of people at the ballpark tonight.
This is Luke Godwin at the plate. Takes upstairs for ball 1. 2 outs, 2 runners on. 3-0 Lawrence, top of the 5th. Hudson, the starter for the Raiders, still on the mound.
Luke Godwin can tie this thing.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Tried to at that swing. Foul tipped it into the mid of Bennett Edwards, and it's 1-1.
I've seen a many big home run hit.
Well, he hit a ball at Hannah the other week. Yeah, that got caught up in the wind, but that ball would have been out of most parks.
Hudson set. Here's the 1-1. Inside, looked like it was low as well, but a strike is going to be called for Hudson.
He's getting 2 balls in, 2 balls out. Pretty big zone right here.
Look for him to come back away. That's been kind of his pitch sequence so far tonight after the inside pitch.
Swing and a miss. What an outing for Hudson. Working around base runners. He keeps the Eagles scoreless. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 3-0 Lawrence as you're watching the Greenwood Eagles on YouTube.
Lawrence Raiders up 3-0 over Greenwood.
Joint Chiropractor of Greenwood can help ease your pain and keep you at peak performance. Come visit us today and get your first consultation, exam, and adjustment for just $29. You'll love how you feel. We're the Joint Chiropractor. Find us in the shops at Publix Pavilion on Highway 72 Bypass in Greenwood.
Eagles down 3-0. Caden Poor at the mound. He's faced the minimum in his relief appearance. He's actually faced a little less than the minimum. He's faced 5 batters and has gotten 6 outs.
Yeah, got the double play off Manerian Chambers' play out in right field, doubled up the guy on second. But yeah, I mean, Caden's done an excellent job and really inherited a tough situation. 3-0 deficit with a runner on base, and he shut that down. And he's going to need to continue to do the same thing in order to give us a chance, Graham.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 in the Raiders' order due up. This is where they've done damage to the Eagles. Caden Poor looking to silence the Raiders' bats. Misses on the inside. That looked like a pitch Hudson was getting in the last half inning. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on left side of the infield. Backhand by Murray. It's going to be a long throw. Skips to first, not in time to Scott. And using the wheels was the shortstop Willis.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play. That went into the hole there at short. And infield single brings up Zay Pulley, another kid with good speed for the Raiders. And got to find an out here. Look for Lawrence, try to get Willis over to second early in this pitch count.
Yeah, Greenwood had 1 out, 2 runners on in the last half inning. And then Hudson struck out arguably the best 2 hitters in the lineup, Murray and Godwin. And then you flip the card over, and Lawrence is getting infield singles. It's just like nothing's going Greenwood's way in this one.
It's been tough sledding for the Eagles for sure so far. And you the man. Even bought me some change back. Thank you, JR.
Pitch from Poor in the dirt. Nice stop by Hannah. Not advancing to second base is Willis. Caden Poor still in search of his first outs of the inning. 2-ball count here to Pulley. He's reached base both times. Was hit by a pitch in the first and an RBI single in the second. That one, one hopper to second base. This could be 2. Murray to first in time. And a double play for the Eagles is a big-time one, as now there's 2 outs and nobody on.
Yeah, nice job that time. That's still Ryan out there with the 4-6-3 double play.
Nice job by Ryan and Matt Murray there. But if I'm reading their body language, you know, they're down a little bit. Got to get some way to get back in this game.
Nobody on base to face Bennett Edwards. That's the best way to face him.
That is exactly right.
Double play couldn't have come at a better time.
That's a tricky little bounce looked like for Ryan to handle, and did a nice job. That one will stay.
Yeah, it's going to stay in play, but it is going to be in foul territory. He dropped safely in foul territory. It was a long
darkness.
way. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I know it's hard to see through these windows and stuff.
I don't know how it's coming across on the YouTube stream, but I'm telling you, this is one of the darker baseball playing fields I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
I don't have any comments on the chat. We got 45 people watching.
Let us know where you're tuning in from in the chat.
Yeah, drop us some feedback there in the chat box.
1-1 to Edwards. Poor gets him to foul it away again. 2 foul balls. Now it's 1-2. 2 outs in the bottom half of the 5th. Poor trying to send the Eagles to the plate for the 6th to try and get back some of these runs. Greenwood trailing 3-0. Here's the pitch. Off speed, below the knees.
Good pitch, though.
Yeah.
I like that pitch from Caden.
2 strikes. Got to put it near the dirt. Now it's 2-2. You got to be a little bit more careful with your pitch selection, especially to Bennett Edwards. Righty-lefty matchup, 2-2. In towards the hands, fouled away, pulled it on the outside of the first base bag.
Yeah, you're not going to fool much up there, as he's just a really solid hitter.
Yeah, very mature for his age.
Just a junior. Here's the 2-2. Has to brush his feet back. Off speed from Poor. Now a full count. Nobody on base for the Raiders. They're ahead by 3 runs. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And he walked him.
Wow.
Did
Good
not
eye.
get the call. Looked like it was in the bottom corner towards the inside to Edwards. But Poor gives up the base on balls.
Number 17.
Not a bad pitch sequence there from Caden. Had to be careful with such a good hitter. Now you face the cleanup hitter, Coker, who already has an RBI on the day, and he's walked once.
Yeah, that sac fly RBI
That's
in the
right.
first. That was to score the second run, which was Bennett Edwards from third.
Who got there by throwing there.
High and tight, but a strike called into Coleman Coker. Runner on first for Lawrence. Here's the 0-1 from Poor. Peppering the inside, and it's a called strike 0-2.
That's the same pitch we got called for last time, so I'm glad he's still there.
All right, where should this one be, JR?
Off the plate.
Off the plate, nowhere. Not right there.
Golfs it shallow center. Adams coming in, can't get it. Runners will be at the corners for the Raiders with 2 away in the 5th inning. They lead by 3, and the way the bats have been for the Eagles, anything more than a 3-run lead kind of seems insurmountable.
Well, yeah, you're right to that point, but I want to go back to what good base running that was. That was a little 0-2 pitch. They were expecting something kind of off speed, and they had the runner on the move, and just a good piece of hitting. But yeah, we gotta find a way to get this third out.
That 0-2 pitch, was that a strike?
I think
it was off the plate.
It was close to being. It was on the plate.
It was a little below the zone, but now after he misses on the first pitch into Gus.
Just know as a hitter, you're going to be hacking 0-2, 1-2, and if you get anything close, seeing our singles happen like that. So.
You mentioned the base running, moving on contact with 2 outs. You know exactly why you do that. Went from first to third. Now runners on the corners for Lawrence. 2 outs. Eagles desperately need some good defense here. Cannot afford any more mistakes in the field. 1 ball, no strikes into Goss. Here's the pitch. Fastball right over the plane, but missed below the knees apparently.
This started innocently enough with a 2-out walk.
2-0. Popped up right side. It'll be playable. Braden Scott, the first baseman, calls everybody off, makes the grab. The Raiders ran 2 runners, but they still lead by 3. We'll head to the 6th. Eagles running out of daylight. The bats need to get hot. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. The middle of the order due up when we come back. You are watching the Greenwood Eagles on YouTube.
Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project. Century Fire Protection is a leading and trusted solution for all types of fire protection systems and services, from sprinkler and extinguishers to alarms and special hazards. Century Fire can design, install, and service any fire protection system. Visit our website at centuryfp.com to contact our local Greenwood office so we can help you get started on your next fire protection project.
Welcome back to Lawrence. Hudson still on the mound for the Raiders. He has gone 5 shutout innings. Rhett Brown, Jaden Adams, Manarian Chamberlain due up for the Eagles. And guys, it's now or never kind of for the Eagles to get at least 1 or 2 back, trying to work your way into this contest again.
Yeah, you got to, but Hudson's on his 98th pitch of the ball game. You don't see that this early in the season a lot, but he does a lot of all-speed stuff, so he hadn't taxed his arm too much. But, yeah, Greenwood's got to get something going against him with 4, 5, and 6 here in the lineup.
Greenwood hasn't even put a runner at third base yet.
97 pitches. I was surprised with that.
98th is an off-speed in for a called strike against Brown. And that'll start off the 6th inning with a strike for the Raiders.
That's a pretty good pitch to start off the at-bat.
Below the knees. That time he spiked it in the dirt. Good job from Brown not to offer. Ball and a strike here at Ed Prescott Field. Rivalry game. Old region foes. Here's the 1-1. Inside, ball 2. And you can tell that if Greenwood starts to get back into this game, then you're really going to see some atmosphere. And that's what Greenwood needs.
Yeah, you got a great crowd here. Greenwood with a good contingent of fans.
Yeah, let's give him something to cheer about.
That's exactly right.
It's 3-1.
This is a very dangerous kid. This pitcher is cruising, but this kid right here could really turn the mo, like you said, and this would be a big starter this inning if we get this guy on.
3-1 to Rhett Brown is fouled back. It's 3-2, and a full count again for Hudson. He's had plenty of them in the game.
And he's won way too many of them.
He's got a lot of strikeouts. This one on the ground to the third baseman, Coker. Throw across the diamond in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, center fielder.
Just been weak contact for the
Number 8.
Eagles, or no contact at all.
Adams.
Been the story of the game.
Yeah, Greenwood officially now 3 for 17 or 3 for 18. I don't know what's that average, JR? Like
3 for 18. It's already good.
It's not winning baseball, is it?
No.
Pitch inside into Jaden Adams. Don't ask me. Communications major. I stay as far away as math as I can possibly be.
I was testing you guys. That is a poultry 167 at the plate.
Foul ball in from Adams. And it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. 3-0 Lawrence. We're in the 6th inning.
The beauty of the calculator on your iPhone.
Never fails, does it?
Never fails.
We need some hitters.
Yeah, need to calculate some hits.
We need some hits.
Here's the 1-1. Off speed upstairs.
Or just base runners. That's as good as a hit. There's been 2 pitches inside to both batters in a row that they could have took on the shoulder. I'm a gritty ball player. You get the crowd the plate, put some pressure on him.
2-1. Adams pops it up foul. 2-2. Adams has got plenty of speed. Put one in play. Trust your fast feet.
But you got to give this pitcher a ton of credit. Jordan Hudson's really controlled this Eagles lineup all night, keeping us all balanced and locating very well.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. And there's 2 away in the inning. And time is running out for the Eagles.
Right fielder, number 5, Manarian Chamberlain.
Punkin Chamberlain 0 for 2 in the game with a strikeout. I have 8 strikeouts now for Hudson.
9.
9. And he's going to get a standing ovation. As he's going to be taken out of the game, there will be a new pitcher to face Punkin Chamberlain. Man, what a stat line for Jordan Hudson.
Yeah, good job by that kid. You got to give it to him.
You ready for it?
I don't know if I am, honestly.
He went 5 2/3, gave up 3 hits, no runs, 4 base on balls, 9 strikeouts. He threw 108 pitches. 61 of those were strikes.
Goodness gracious.
Pretty good outing.
Yeah. Man. Save some bullets for the rest of us. Gonna have a righty on the mound for the Lawrence Raiders. First, so we get to the chat.
Attention fans, we have a Silver Ford Fusion.
We've got Ken Baker from Marion, South Carolina, tuning in.
Thanks for following, Ken.
Crystal Hunsberger.
Pretty
thank
sure
you as
that's
always.
Coach Baker's dad. I believe.
Ken's. He's kin to somebody.
Yeah.
His name's Ken.
Yeah.
Boogie's mom, Charlotte. Let's go Eagles.
Good to have you guys watching on YouTube, and kids always like to go back and watch these games.
Raiders fans, please remember to
Hopefully they'll be watching a heck of a comeback.
Braylon Barber tuning in. Let's go Eagles.
Oh,
Appreciate
Braylon.
you, Braylon.
Yep.
This is Bryant Smith, who's going to be pitching now for the Lawrence Raiders. He's got some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, but he only needs to get 4 outs.
The best kind of horse races are to come behinds. I
There you
mean,
go, man.
you know,
When you got outs, you got life.
wouldn't it be great to see that big guy come off the mound with a sparkling performance when we beat him anyway?
Yeah.
I mean,
21st out's the hardest to get.
I've seen it happen a bunch of times.
2 away, nobody on. Manarian Chamberlain is at the plate facing Bryant Smith. The first pitch he throws, off speed, off the plate. Called for a ball. Chamberlain's made some good plays in the field, has not reached base yet. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. From the stretch, here's the pitch. That's the wind in the pitch. Outside again. 2 glove side misses, one with the fastball, one with the off speed for Bryant Smith.
Little herky-jerky move.
Yes, I mean,
Doesn't look quite as smooth as the
a lot of pressure out there.
predecessor there.
He's throwing
And-
on top of his head.
I mentioned it earlier, but I've been so impressed with Manarian Chamberlain's defense out in right field early in the year for the Eagles. Gives you a lot of athleticism out there.
Takes the walk.
That's a big at bat right there after that guy comes out of that game.
Yeah, now there's new life. Now Eagles feel like
Well, you
they
believe.
can put something together
That's
now.
exactly right. When you get to the bullpen, anything can happen. And
Number 3.
I didn't think that
Pitcher.
starting pitcher would throw 108 pitches tonight, but yeah, you got hope now.
Caden Poor batting in the 7-hole out of the bullpen. Facing Smith for the first time. Smith deals a ball on the outside.
5 straight balls.
They got plenty of speed at first with Manarian Chamberlain. Caden Poor at the plate. 2 outs, 1 runner on. Swing and a miss from Poor. Might have swung at ball too.
Yeah, I think that was 6 balls in a row.
So Smith, see if he can settle in after that swing and a miss. Another glove side misfire. 2 balls and a strike into Caden Poor. Needs to be a patient hitter here.
The hot guy, Luke Hanna, right behind him now. If he gets a chance to get up here, Caden gets on with a walk.
In the dirt, that went 60 feet. Good block from the catcher, Edwards, and now he's going to have a chat with his relief pitcher on the mound.
Well,
He has thrown 0 strikes.
Yeah,
If I'm Baker, I'm telling Caden to take one.
yeah, 3-1. You got to
mean-
force him to put something in the zone.
It's a lot of pressure on that young man out there right now.
Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Here's the pitch, way upstairs. He's giving up 2 free passes.
Coach Patterson makes his way out to the mound.
He's faced 2 batters. And he has pitched 8 walks or 8 balls, and there is going to be a new pitcher on the mound, short-lived from Bryant Smith. The new guy on the mound is going to be Connor Rice for the Lawrence Raiders. He's going to get his warm-up pitches in. Big spot for the Eagles. Luke Hanna coming to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a walk in the game. 2 runners on, 2 outs. A spot where the Eagles have been in before in the last inning. couldn't get any runs on the board. Things need to change this time around.
Right.
Well, you had no momentum coming into this inning, and you got 2 quick outs, and all of a sudden you get to the bullpen, and now you got the time run in the box. So you always got hope, and at some point in time, the Eagles are going to have to get a timely hit. But we saw that in the last game as, we've had a long layoff. The last game the Eagles played in was last Wednesday against